Turn back eyes. Lay down, reacts. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm lazy as shit. I was thinking about like just taking another day off. Just got look, man. Look, man. Look, man. I just got back. I was gone. I went out of town. I just got back, so I'm kind of like trying to like kind of what is it called? Settle down ish. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, you know what, I could do something. I'm not laying down. I mean, well, I'm laying down. I'm not sitting up. I am kind of being lazy. But what you say? You got no excuses. So it's like, shit, nigga. Hey, I'm still reacting to it, nigga. I'm still, you know what I'm saying? So we good. Hey, the Grizzles are the most overrated. Let's go and start the bit, man.
So it's the end of yet another week, and here on this channel, that means one thing and one thing only. Every weekend I post an episode of this series we do called Your Take Not Mine, see on your screen now, so if you want a chance to be featured in a future episode, be sure to stay on the lookout for that. Before we start, though, I want to thank let's get back to the
Shout out
topic
my
at
guy
hand.
Hoot Reference, man.
The first take
Go
we'll be
run it up.
discussing today
Subscribe,
comes
man.
to us from Andrews, and he says that the Grizzlies, as currently constructed, are not good enough to be legitimate title contenders.
It's a crazy take, but it's not crazy.
Level up and enjoy.
The Grizzlies have been the center of a lot of tension this week because their matchup with the Lakers created a ton of buzz, and the buzz didn't necessarily stem completely from what happened on the court. It was a nationally televised game, so it had a big audience watching it go down, but one Shannon Sharp of Undisputed happened to be in attendance sitting courtside, and he and the Grizzlies players started to jaw each other a little bit, which then almost broke out into a fight before everyone got separated.
You know what I'm saying?
The Grizzlies controlled most of the game too, but at the very end they collapsed and choked away the game in crunch time, allowing the Lakers to steal the victory away, and after everything that went down leading up to that, the Grizzlies have been under some fire in the public eye. Now, to start this conversation off, the Grizzlies are obviously a very good team. They're in second place in the Western Conference standings, so it's not like they're struggling to perform by any means. And they also have the number one ranked defense in the NBA at the moment, which shows how hard they battle on both ends of the floor. They're a young team that likes to have fun, and they let you know about it loud and clear, which is good for the sake of entertainment, but it also rubs a lot of people the wrong way because of how obnoxious they can be about it. There's a fine line between being confident and being cocky, and there are definitely times when they cross over to the cocky side of things, which then makes people root against them, hoping that they get humbled. Now, the next question is, are they good enough to walk the walk after all the talking they do? And the short answer is yes, but they still have an awful lot to prove. Being in second place in the Western Conference doesn't make them a lock to make it to the conference finals or to win the West at all, because a team like, for example, the Warriors will always be in the hunt regardless of where they are in the standings. The Pelicans at full strength are elite. The Nuggets are a well-oiled machine offensively, and the Mavericks do still have Luka Doncic leading the way. The Grizzlies, to me, do absolutely fall into the contender category, but they probably wouldn't be my pick to make a deep run at this point in time. The next take we'll be discussing today comes to us from Rochi, and he says that the Kings have officially cemented themselves as contenders. This is a topic I honestly don't...
Crazy. Contenders for the Kings, crazy. Lay down, reacts. Lay down, reacts. Turn back eye. I ain't even said that at the beginning of the video. Damn. I'm behind, and damn, bro, you been late, bro. Like I said, when you say you got no excuse, I just didn't feel like sitting up, low key. Like I said, I'm still trying to settle down, so you know, it's my bad, but I'm still gonna try to get y'all a good one out. You know, I feel like I'm doing pretty good. It's just I'm laying there. Just you gotta think about it, bro. This just shows you that just easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you can literally lay down and react to it and still give good points. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? It's just. The only difference is I'm just not sitting down. I'm not sitting up. I'm just laying down. It's the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? But the Kings are officially contenders. That's a crazy take, dog. That's crazy. Now, it's good to see them getting, well, for now they're in the playoffs. Let's hope they keep it. It'll be exciting for basketball. It's been, what, 20 years? long time. Some of you niggas weren't even born since the last time Kings been there. You know what I'm saying? So you weren't born? Yeah, I was. But yeah, though I won't say contenders, but they'll make the playoffs. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully. And if they go down, they'll still get in. I feel like they're gonna make it there. This would be good for them. They're not gonna win in the first round, but you know, it's a good start.
I don't think any of us expected to
But
be
it kind of reminds me of like when the Knicks made the playoffs. You know, they were at 4 seed, and that next year they didn't make it. You know, that's what it kind of feel like.
having this deep into the season. But after a long, and I mean a long
Everybody talking
playoff
how
drought
nobody want
in
to
Sacramento, they seem to not
for
only
the
be ready
Knicks,
to
but
end
nobody
that
want to root
drought,
for
but to make
Sacramento.
some noise in the process. The Kings, to the surprise of many, are actually in third place in the West right now, meaning that if the playoffs started today, they would have a home court advantage in the first round of the playoff series.
Crazy.
That's typically a sign of a contender. On top of that, they are also the second best offensive team in the entire league at the moment, ranking just behind the Denver Nuggets in that regard.
Oh, wow.
So they have been killing teams by putting up a ton of points on them.
Gotta
The
get tired
worry
of
to
losing
me, however,
eventually, right?
comes defensively with them, and this is why I still hesitate to buy into them as a team that can make a deep
Damn,
run.
Fox can play
Ranking
defense.
second on
Oh, hey,
offense
oh
is
my
great,
God,
but they rank
hey, okay.
25th in the
Hey,
league
tap,
defensively, which just is
uh.
not good enough to cut it. The usual sign of a team worth taking seriously is a squad that is great on either end of the court, and then still ranking above average on the other end. And the teams that can seriously
Dennis
compete
Smith
for
Jr.
titles typically find themselves near the top of the rankings on both ends of the floor. I love watching the Kings play because they run some beautiful offensive sets, but defensively, they're as porous as
still
it gets,
garbage.
and it was on display just last night when they lost to a Sixers team that rested both Joel Embiid and James Harden because they allowed that team to still score 129 points. Right now, the Kings are a fun story, but there are many other teams in the Western Conference that I still prefer over them in the long run. And finally, the last take we'll be discussing today comes to us from DMLG, and he says that the Sixers' decision to move Tyrese Maxey to the bench could end up saving their season. So ever since Tyrese Maxey returned from his injury, the Sixers have had a dilemma to deal with. In his absence, the starting lineup of James
he could just
Harden,
take over the
D'Anthony
whole
Melton,
second half.
Tobias Harris,
I feel like he
PJ
was
Tucker,
good
and
starting with
Joel
him, though.
Embiid
I feel like
ranked
he was
as
good
one
to
of
start
the
with him.
best five-man lineups in the league. They were locking up on defense, which has helped the team rank in the top 5 of the league defensively on the season as a whole. Embiid and Harden were developing their chemistry even further, and things were going smoothly. With Maxey back, he's obviously a vital part of the team, but breaking up such a successful lineup was a difficult decision. For the last 3 games, the Sixers did experiment with Maxey as the sixth man, and it went relatively well. And while some may view this change as a demotion for Maxey, I don't think that's the case in the slightest.
That's a hot
For
take right there.
reference, look
Who y'all
at Jordan
picking?
Poole's role on the
I
Warriors.
think
and
right now, slightly Tyler Hero, slightly right in the beginning of the season it was all Tyrese Maxey for sure, but like lately it's been Tyler.
Hero's role on the Heat last season. Poole is averaging about 21 points per game off the bench this year, and Hero scored over 20 a night off the bench last year, with both of them still playing huge minutes, but they're just better utilized as an injection off the bench of offense for matchup and lineup purposes. Maxey's in the same kind of situation right now, because realistically, if you bench PJ Tucker and start Maxey, then the defense becomes easier to exploit, and if you bench Melton, then you have nobody on the court who embraces being the quick trigger off-ball shooter role, which is vital alongside a playmaker like James Harden. It's going to take some time to adjust to, but I think with how the Sixers are currently constructed, Maxey could be one of the best sixth men in the whole NBA, and he'd still be in to close games out at the end, which is what matters the most. And with that being said, that's all I have for you today. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below.
Who y'all think coming out the East, man? I'm gonna say Chicago. Nah, let's be for real. Chicago kind of suck. Bucks can get healthy. I'm gonna go Bucks. I know a lot of y'all gonna say, "Oh, Celtics the best." I'm gonna go Bucks still. I'm gonna go Bucks. Or out the West, Golden State, Denver. I don't know if they ready, bro. I don't know if they for real. But I mean, I guess you could say them too. But yeah, the